judgment.
Consent judgment. And
I don't think what the judge did over there was judgment.
No, please wait. Mr. Vigo, relax. Don't rush now. Don't rush, please. What is the difference between...
Now, when we say judgment...
No, you are wrong. I don't want to hear... When you say... I'm not talking about pronouncement. I'm talking about consent judgment and judgment and court judgment. Do you know the difference?
That is what I am saying. They are twins. If you say consent judgment... or you say judgment, it means the case is no longer before the court. The court is done with the judgment. The court is done with the case. What the court did over there was pronouncement.
No. There's a difference between court judgment and judgment.
You see, Papariano, let me come in.
Papariano,
maybe you can be refreshed.
What I want you to understand. What I want you to understand is
hold on,
when you say judgment, please. Susan, I'm coming.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute, please. I'm coming. Papariano, what I want you to understand, if me and you have issue before a court of competent jurisdiction, and we are talking about the judge has listened to the both side and the judge has pronounced its judgment, which means the issue is no longer before the judge. The judge is done with it. That is what we call judgment. But what the judge did in this issue, I don't think the judge is done with the issue. What the judge did is pronouncement. You are a research person, Papariano. Please Google it, research it, talk to other legal clients, and you differentiate what I'm saying. What the judge did was pronouncement, not judgment. Anytime you hear judgment, it means the court is done with the issue.
Yeah, sure. But this is what I got here. This is what I got. Let me read it. This is what I got here. A consent judgment, also known as an agreed judgment or a settlement judgment, is a court-recorded agreement reached by the parties to settle a dispute. Okay? And then we also have a court judgment is a final determination by a court after a full trial or hearing. In court judgment, there is trial and hearing. But in consent judgment, please wait. In consent judgment, there's no trial. In court judgment, there's trial. Do you agree?
100%, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying in this particular case, it was consent judgment, not trial judgment. If it was trial judgment, then I think the judge can have some discretion, which if you don't like, you can appeal to a higher court. But in a consent judgment, this has to do with two parties resolution. A judge cannot come in between two parties resolution. You are imposing yourself over them. One party says, no, I don't accept.
No, now, Papariano, listen now. In consent judgment, if one person breaches or one person did not agree, that was what I was saying earlier on. If one person breach or the person is not agree, you go back to the court. That is one now that, yes, that is one.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, Susie, please wait. That's what I'm saying. Let's say in this case now, they both had agreement to do DNA in Nigeria. Okay? Which one party has said in Lagos, and the other party said, one party brought an option in Lagos and Ibadan. All right? And then this party, who's MOHBAD, in the long run had issue with his previous lawyer. Then now, Wumi went back to court. That court, this is the agreement we have had earlier, and we are here to enforce this agreement. But the other side, I don't know, he's not ready to follow through with the agreement. We are ready to have it done in Nigeria, which we believe that it can be done in Nigeria. But the other party is just telling us that they want to go do it abroad, so please, we don't know what to do. So the court will invite the other party, right? And now let's say the son comes in to represent MOHBAD, and now they now propose to the court that because of this and that reason, that they don't think they have done their research and DNA and bone tissue DNA cannot be done in Nigeria, and they want to do it outside Nigeria. And the other party, like I said no, Okay, we have gone one. There are so many other hospitals who can do it in Nigeria. Then I'm asking that if you are the judge, okay, one party is saying that there are so many hospitals that can do it in Nigeria, and it is in line with the agreement that the earlier had. While the other party said, no, I don't want to follow the agreement again. I want to go do it abroad. So you as the judge, what would you do in a consent judgment?
Yes, that is what I said. What what judges normally look at is precedent in anything.
You can't apply precedents to consent judgment. You can't apply it to it.
Now,
you cannot.
wait. Oh no. Papariano, when you put a question before your panelists, allow them to.
But it is not correct. If it's correct, I will agree. You should tell me.
Let me address you. Allow me to address you. Allow me to address you, please. Allow me to address you. What will happen in that instant is normally what judges normally do is they look at precedent. So if you are saying if the word is it cannot be done in Nigeria, just like I was saying earlier on, the judge will now look around and say, in so and so case versus so and so, this particular thing happened. They went to do it at Papariano backyard. There is an hospital there that can do it. Why are you saying abroad? Now, if Baba MOHBAD lawyer was able to convince the judge, maybe why
now you're talking.
Well, maybe why they don't want to do it in Lagos is because they want to trace. There is a nurse in that hospital that have relationship with Wumi. Oh, the medical doctor over there. It is Wumi's uncle.
You are changing. Let's start. You are changing. Just let me say what I want to say. Okay, this is what I was saying earlier. That in a consent judgment, this is two parties resolution. It will be unfair for the court to impose her will. I mean, to impose one will on these parties. The judge should look into the initial agreement. If the initial agreement is not suitable, let's say the judge does a research and find out that in Nigeria, it is not possible to have this DNA done, that the other party was correct. I think what the court will do is to tell these two parties to go back into a resolution to readdress the issue amicably. They will have to go back into.
Let me land.
Vigo, can you allow someone to come a little, please?
I'm coming. I need
to go back into the judge will not impose.
You have been coming. Let me come now.
Let me pour out what I have in my chest. Rotimi, please.
That you have your chest. Write it down first.
If Papariano do not allow me to land.
He will allow you to land.
We have almost about 300.
Rotimi, please wait. He was already on. So the heat is still on. Let him land.
Yes, thank you very much. This is what I am saying. Papariano, look, you cannot just say anything in court and get away with it. It is not like the chief in your village that will call the two of you, and even whilst you were talking, you will even stand up in front of the chief and behave anyhow. Court proceeding is not like that. Yeah. Now, if you are telling, you need to convince the judge why you don't want to do it in Lagos or why you are not comfortable to do it in Lagos. And don't forget, it was not this new lawyer that entered into that agreement. This is a new lawyer. So whatsoever that has been done in previous can be cancelled.
Okay. Now wait. Okay, wait, Mr. Vigo. Let's say that, for example, now Wahab Shitu comes in. Okay, and he said that there was a previous agreement between him, okay, between Baba MOHBAD and the respondent, and so he doesn't find the agreement suitable because of this and that reason. And what he wants now, he wants to have the DNA done abroad. Do you think the judge will single-handedly order for the DNA to be done abroad by what he wants?
When you say single-handedly, what do you mean? When you say single-handedly?
Do you think by the court listening to his own appeal, okay, that he wants to? Don't forget that there was already an agreement that talks about how DNA that allows DNA to be done.
That agreement, the new lawyer is not part of it. It's not a void.
Please wait, please. Okay, if we the agreement that existed said DNA should be done, which the both parties agree that DNA should be done. But the issues the both parties are having is on the hospitals and the centers, and whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. So one party came and said, come, this agreement that says DNA be done in Nigeria, that Nigeria doesn't have the apparatus that it takes to have this DNA done. And the other side said, Nigeria has the apparatus to have this DNA done. So you as the judge, again, I said, what would you do? Would you go and investigate to see whether it has or it doesn't have?
Yes, now that is what I am saying.
Then wait, please wait. Oh yeah, wait now, don't relax. Then now, let's say you investigated it and you found out that there are more than 20 centers that have it that can do it in Nigeria. But the other team insists that there is none. What would you do as a judge?
No, this is a case of 1 + 1, which is 2. As a judge, I will order it to be done in Nigeria. Who is that? Is everything okay? What is happening?
Okay.
Why, you have an alarm for something?
No. I had a ringtone and I just wanted you to know that, right? Because you were just telling me it is court discretion. I said no. It would have been court discretion if court was the one who pronounced a judgment, but it is not a trial judgment. I did the both parties, the court had a proceeding session whereby these people gave their own, they gave their own point, the other gave their own point, and at the end of the day, court pronounced a judgment, which is a binding judgment based on evidence, based on precedent, and the court pronounced that. And whichever party who is not pleased can appeal it to the same court or even to a higher court, right? That I understand that. Right. But I'm talking about an agreement made without the judge. They made the agreement outside the court. So how DNA should be done? For example, right now, if it was supposed to be court judgment, okay, we don't know who could have won, whether judge would have approved Wumi to do DNA or deny Baba not to give Baba the right. But because these two parties are not sure of their fate if they go to court, they instead went into negotiation. So in their negotiation, now they are having issues with their negotiation. So I think maybe you, the judge, should advise them to go into another negotiation, not to give your own discretion. So you understand?
Papariano, can I come in now?
I'm getting you, Papariano. I'm getting you, but what
let me come in now.
Wait, let me finish with him. I don't want him to understand my point.
You are going back and back again, Papariano.
Consent judgment and court judgment. In the consent judgment, they did their thing without the court. So why will court come and impose himself on both of them? So it is better for them to just go readdress themselves, do their thing, or if they want to go through the proper court trial, then let it be.
Papariano, they wouldn't have the consent agreement. The issue already before. Wouldn't have gone into the consent agreement without notifying the court. As a matter of fact, it is even the
Mr. Vigo, it's like you're not part of this case.
Whatsoever you
wait, Mr. Vigo, wait, please. Mr. Vigo, please wait. We have gone past all this stage. Baba MOHBAD, when you take any civil case to court, the court there's always this opportunity for two parties to try to resolve. So they were still in that process. After notifying the court upon application, then they were given an opportunity to have a resolution. And during the resolution process, they were able to come out with something, and then the court binded that. So I don't know what you are saying.
Papariano, can I come?
Where we are, Mr. Vigo?
Can I call Papariano?
I want to finish with him, then you can come in. Are you okay, Mr. Vigo?
Rotimi, hold on now.
Let me have my contribution.
Rotimi, I am still with him. I will come to you. Rotimi, I'm still with him, please. It's already. I mean, it's not good to cut.
Oh God! Rotimi, just hold on now. Look, Papariano, what I am saying is, if the judge look around and find out that yes, this thing can be done in Lagos, and the precedent in the previous cases from other states and other courts shows that this thing has been done in Lagos or in Nigeria, the court is also looking at expeditious. The court is looking at expeditious because this thing has been on his neck, on his table. Auditors will come and find out, why is this case keeping long on your table? This and this, that and that. The court will give an order that it should be done in Lagos unless, and that is where I am going, unless Baba MOHBAD lawyer address the court or prove to the court that, look, that hospital, why we don't want to do it in Lagos is because they will
Mr. Vigo, please wait. We already have those information. I'm saying you are a judge. There's an information before you that I, as a lawyer, look at the only reason. I want you to be a judge and listen. I'm Baba MOHBAD lawyer. I'm in front of you saying that I do not want to go on with the agreement I already have with Wumi because I have searched Nigeria. The agreement only said the agreement said me and Wumi should do DNA in Nigeria. Okay? Which it was me and Wumi that made that agreement possible, not the court. Court never gave order for DNA to be done or for DNA not to be done. But court binded our agreement that we both have. Because they are still dragging whether for DNA to be done or not to be done. So the proper way is to have gone into the stringent process of the court, where Wumi will be tried. She will give reasons backed by the act of law why she doesn't think her father-in-law has the right to ask for DNA. And Baba MOHBAD will give reasons why he can ask for DNA. And at the end of the day, the court will decide. But they didn't go through this process. They negotiated outside the courts. So, but in their negotiation, they were having issues like, okay, we don't have hospitals who can do it in Nigeria. The other said that there are hospitals who can do it in Nigeria. But MOHBAD is saying that before you, the judge, that we have checked around Nigeria, there's no hospital who can do DNA, that can do bone tissue DNA in Nigeria. We have checked around. And so this agreement that is here cannot be fulfilled. So we want to redress the agreement to have it contain both abroad, both in Nigeria or both abroad. That is what they want. But the other side said no. There are many hospitals that they know who can have this bone tissue DNA done in Nigeria. And I said, if you are the judge, what are you going to do?
Okay,
that's what I'm telling you. Consent judgment and court judgment.
Okay. Now I really understand you. Sorry for that lengthy.
So what would you do as the judge?
So what I would do as a judge, in my case, well, I can say, okay, you go and do your own in abroad. You go and do your own in Lagos.
Okay, so you give them the option to redress their agreement, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's a solution. That's logically correct. Go on, Rotimi. Yes. Thank you very much.
Papariano, thank you. Let me take you back a little. Whatever it is, consent judgment or judgment pronouncement, they are all from the court. Any of them?
No. Rotimi, please. This conversation, you must understand court judgment and consent judgment is a two different things. Not the same.
Papariano, both of them are from the courts. Hear me very well. Okay? Who made the last pronouncement? Who made the consent? It is the court that say this is a consent between two of you. Go ahead. It wasn't done outside the court. God allowed them to have the consent.
No. There's a difference. The difference is that they, two of them, it was their decision that the request that the problem be solved.
From where did they request it from?
The court, the court decision was to bind what they both agreed upon.
At the end of the day, Papa, that's the last result. So what I'm telling you now, either consent
it's different from trial judgment. Trial judgment is a different thing.
I understand the explanation very well, Papariano. But at the end of the day, both judgments are still coming from court. Court has a jurisdiction to the consent, and courts have another jurisdiction to the pronouncement. That is the status. But having said this, both parties can still go back to court for redress. That is why I'm going to Papariano.
I allow that. No, that's correct for me. That's correct for me.
Okay, good. That is my point of bringing it back to you, that they are still coming.
Both parties can go to the court for redress.
Exactly.
But don't forget, because it was a binding agreement by the court, the court also have the discretion to enforce.
Now you are preempting me. Let me land. Just give me audience, okay? The reason why any of the aggrieved parties going to court for redress is going to be stated out. Why are you aggrieved? Why don't you go by what you were bound with? Why don't you follow the procedure, what you consented to?
Exactly. That it should be done in Nigeria.
What is the reason? Number one reason, my lawyer compromised. Okay? My then lawyer compromised. What I told my lawyer is not what he acted or he brought before you, my judge. It was later on I get to know that this is what my lawyer put forward, and which was against.
But don't forget, Rotimi, you have to prove, you have to show an evidence that your lawyer.
That is where I'm going, my brother. Thank you.
And don't forget, Rotimi, don't forget that if you take any information before the courts to provide it as an evidence against somebody, do you know that now the lawyer has any rights to sue you based on that?
Yeah, for real, Papariano.
Wait, Papariano,
Vigo, don't call me. Vigo, don't call me. Vigo,
Mr. Vigo, don't call me. Mr. Vigo, not now, not now.
Mute your mic, please. We don't call me.
Go on, Rotimi. Rotimi the hot. Because you didn't allow him to.
You didn't allow me to call.
It would have been better to elect the.
Both of us be talking. I wanted to help him, but he refused.
And
you have your own time, please. Wait. You are here. You have your own time.
I wanted to support Vigo, but he didn't allow me to support him then. So now he wants to support me. Now, Papa, this is my argument, right? The Baba will state out his reason to say his lawyer was compromised. Okay? And if judge, he has to prove it by the circumstance surrounding.
Give me one example. Tell me how Baba can prove it based on this case. Me and you know this case the way Baba know it.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now, Baba could go ahead to say, I have dropped him because I found him being compromised along the line. Hold on, Papariano.
Prove it now. No. So
yes, I'm proving it now. You are not allowing me to land. Your problem is.
Rotimi, no. Baba Mohbad has never said anywhere that his lawyer compromised. He said he doesn't just want to continue with the lawyer. That's what he has said. But if you are saying compromise, then prove to me what you think is compromise, so that Baba can adopt what you are saying.
Thank you, Papariano. So allow me to finish it before you interject me. Okay. Now this is this, right? The reason I discontinue with my lawyer is because I discovered that it's compromised along the line in my case. One, I told him my initial plan to have it done abroad and one in Nigeria, which he argued with me and refused. But when he got to court, I eventually agree. It's a verbal agreement. This is not written. It's between him and a lawyer.
Okay, fine.
Papa, no, hold on, no. You don't allow me to lie. I said,
no, please. No. Rotimi, please.
Go ahead.
That will be counted. Before Baba Mohbad, they read the agreement. Before them, they even called Wumi to ask, do you agree to this? Then the court binded it. If Baba Mohbad is saying right now that he never knew that DNA will only be done in Nigeria, he cannot claim so. There's no ignorance of the law that was stated. It's weird that it was stated. Okay,
now, Papariano, let me digress a little. Allow me to digress a little. Okay? It's for Baba Mohbad's favor and all of us favor. Right? Let's even say that court said, I have put in it, and I love the way you read it the other time, that court put a clause that either or outside Lagos. If I were Baba by now.
No, but there's Nigeria. No. He put Nigeria. So should I read it?
Yeah, no. You don't understand what I'm saying.
He said in Nigeria, but it says in Nigeria again.
You mean, not fixated in Lagos alone. Outside but in Nigeria.
Lagos or anywhere else in Nigeria.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I mean. You are with me. I would have loved Baba to do everything he had in his power to get in touch with someone like Oriyomi Hamzat. Secretly, Papariano. Secretly, and try to get the sample. Baba said he has done his DNA with Mohbad, which matched by him. He has said that openly, that for his own, he has done it a long time ago. Okay? Now, Baba
that is not correct, but I will just...
Yeah,
That's
now,
illegal. Baba,
yeah,
that's
it could be illegal,
Yes.
Papariano, but he said it out of, I'm not bringing it to the court now.
No, let's say that is wrong. That doesn't, because for Baba Mohbad to do DNA on Mohbad, it means Baba Mohbad has access to Mohbad sample. Going there to take Mohbad body without an application to the court is tampering with Mohbad body, tampering with evidence.
Police might allow him to do that, okay, on the ground
to take sample out of a body.
Okay, Papariano, maybe he has approached the court. We don't know. Maybe secretly, they didn't publish that to us. But let's leave that. Okay, that is another matter to be argued.
He has to even establish the chain of custody.
Okay, you are very correct. Now, what I'm saying in this extent is that if he has done that and it's got that it matches his own, the only sample you need now is Liam sample. And once that sample is being taken, now Lagos, whatever Ibadan, where you want to do it, we come and take the sample of Liam. Okay, you already, you know, you are possibly 100% for Mohbad. So definitely, wherever sample they want to bring to counter Mohbad's own now, it's not going to work, because you as a father will be there and you already have a secret with baby Oriyomi to protect you of that Ibadan. Leave Lagos home for them. Let them do whatever permutation they want to bring from Lagos. Just focus your attention on the Ibadan. If it takes you to bribe them in their place, bring money, heavy money out.
No, not bribe. If it takes you, to supervise it, accurately. Supervise it.
Yes, let me use that word. I love that.
Supervise.
If it takes you to supervise accurately, do all what
to
you can
there,
in your energy
to supervise it.
To supervise it. Bribe. You don't even need a brother we're arguing about. A brother is just like you want to open another can of worm that will be dragged for like 2 years again. Nigeria has good.
If you see, Rotimi, if Wunmi says she don't want her son's DNA to go abroad, okay, that she doesn't want to go abroad, there's nothing. Judge will only say 2 of them should go back into negotiation table, and in negotiation table, if they can't do anything, then they will go into proper court trial.
Yeah, Papariano, see, it's just people that are guiding this Baba. For me, in the first place, I still thought of it this morning while I woke up. I was playing Mohbad song, and the only thing that came to my mind straightly was that Baba is supposed to first of all take over Mohbad's word, leave Wunmi stranded. Wunmi is using Mohbad's money to fight you, and you are here, you are scamping.
For me, now trial, now court judgment they need, not all this consent judgment.
You understand me?
All this consent judgment.
So why do you even agree to consent judgment in the first place? Wunmi is a will to you, under you, Baba. Why are you not taking power, that authority? We are not seeing you. You are jittery for Wunmi. At it take matter.
Because you know what, if they go to any magistrate court, this about line of defense, okay? It is the duty of my family. It is our tradition in the Aloba family, okay? That when a deceased passed, that the elders in the family comes in and do the needful. And as the elders in the family, I have been hearing so many different stories about my daughter-in-law, and the next person in line, or who has the power to appropriate the property that was left by my son. I am the one, okay? And I've been trying to confirm to see whether truly this child belongs to the family, so that he can inherit everything left by Mohbad. And especially hearing in the last moment of my son that my son was heavily disputing the paternity of this child, and I have a witness. I have somebody who witnessed it, who was there. All right, and I don't know whether my son was killed because of this particular situation. And I've been calling on the daughter-in-law just to have a DNA, which will not cost anything, just a saliva swab, to put all arguments to rest. This is what I want, which I've been requesting. Okay, so and I pray that your honorable court grants this. Simple. Then now Wunmi own, she will be arguing that Mohbad never doubted the paternity of this child. And Baba Mohbad will bring one witness to counter that he doubted it. Then now, what will me say again? They will be saying that, I give birth to this child, you know, in the marriage, blah 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 blah.
That will be our line of defense.
You know, and then
That will be the only line of defense he has.
exactly. And then now, Baba will be using different informations that come.
A witness.
That no, wait. Baba will be using the July and June 2022. That okay, this lady came to me saying that she was she wanted a baby. Okay, and I prayed as a pastor, and I prayed on her. Okay, the following month she told me that she got pregnant, and later on I was wondering. Until recently, I knew when she told me she was pregnant, but recently she told me that she got pregnant for 10 months. And when I added that 10 months to the time me and her went to pray, it means that she was already pregnant when she came to me. Then I now see the reason why my son, they have to quickly make the marriage. And so my honorable court, for us to bury this argument, or to bury all of this, I need you to allow DNA test to be done on this innocent baby so that he can have all the care and love that he deserves from the family and people who love MOHBAD around the world, who have also been trying to find out this so that they can assist that baby in whatever possible way, and which can also end every argument. There's so many controversy. There are videos of so many controversy on this baby. So if it's not established now, this marks or this omen may remain with this child for the rest of his life, which we don't want. And if the mother has nothing to hide, why is she insisting
that they won't be done?
That we cannot conduct a medical process on a grandchild. Believe me, in all chances, Baba MOHBAD will win that case. If you go to magistrate court, state high court, supreme court, Baba MOHBAD will win that case. And
we win hands down, Papariano.
And all the argument with Wunmi
will be put to rest.
I don't know why they are going to negotiate. They want to do it abroad. That time, Wunmi will not even be the one to tell you where to do it. If you go to proper court and you win, you can do it anywhere.
She has no difference. What you narrated now, Wunmi has no option. But even in the first place, we first of all surprised that Baba went in a consent agreement with Wunmi.
They went to have a consent judgment.
How
and now it's giving them problem.
You have the power to decide what happened in this home of MOHBAD as things stands. If the court could give Baba the opportunity to say, Wunmi and Mama MOHBAD, you can't bury this guy without the father's consent. At that moment, Baba will have seen the power he has.
Of the culture. Exactly.
You understand? But Baba couldn't see.
It's because they don't like to handle the truth. We've told them all these things before. But they always cause us to say we don't like Baba MOHBAD.
I just want to drop something on this same discussion. I just want to drop one thing on this same discussion so that we can say it. Now, do you think consent judgment is not
I'm sorry, bro, before you come in. Susie, are you still there? Is there anything you want to add or remove to the conversation?
No, Rotimi says everything that I wanted to say.
There's nothing left? Are you sure?
No, I'm sure.
All right, go on, Pran.
So what I'm saying is, I think consent judgment, consent ruling is better in this case. If we look at the masses that is looking for justice for MOHBAD, we are impatient.
Papariano, please, I'll be back.
If at that point, what they did is to say, okay, both of you, the people wants to get back to are waiting. Both of you should come together. Your lawyers should sit down and have a consent. You know, I think that was better. That was a better option at that point. Taking an instance what the public were waiting for. Do you agree with what I said?
No. Consent judgment it's not good for this case because this is the first of its kind, and we need to really learn as Nigerians whether the grandfather of a child has the right to ask them, has the right to ask them for a medical process like DNA. Okay, so we're trying to establish that it's the first of its kind. So we must know the position of the law on such dispute first. It's very important.
I agree with you.
And it's very important.
I'm also looking I'm also looking
and
at
so that if it doesn't work, if court says that Baba doesn't have the right, Baba go to higher court onto Supreme Court. If he says he doesn't have the right, then he will just stay off.
Do you know that that would take a longer time, Papariano? To take a longer time in the sense that women's lawyer would argue that's the disadvantage. And the Nigerian public that even initiated this whole conversation, you understand, are waiting
Nigerian public has no business with the DNA. They only recommended, they suggested it to Mr. Joseph Aloba, and he find it reasonable, and he's going for it. So people just want to assist in this process, and they have assisted. There are a lot of people who have assisted and who have left. You don't have to be here from the beginning till the end. No, you have assisted. I mean, you don't want to win any trophy. Or are you waiting for you? Must you be until the end of this case? No, nah. So people must not be until the end of the case. But just that you've given good suggestion, or everybody has given good suggestion that should at least help the family or give them, give them a limelight. Make them see things in a better way. That's all we need. And we have given him, if he likes, he do the DNA case to 5 years, 2, 3 years. It doesn't concern me. As long as it matters for his family, that's what matters, not me. Okay, and if it feels like it's better for his family to quickly go about it, it's what is better for the family at the best interest. Because that child will start school very soon. The child will need much attention, money to take care of the child and all of those things. Okay, so if Baba Mba feel like, okay, let's quickly establish this so that, if this child indeed, deserves it, they can give the child proper care. Okay, so it's up to the family. They should put the best interest of the child in place, the both sides. And if they do that, the both sides, I think they may go for consent judgment. But if the family wants to look at the best interests of MOHBAD or of the bloodline, maybe not just the child alone, then they may be calling for a longer case that we must know whether this child even belongs to our bloodline or not.
Perfectly makes sense.
You understand? Because it's something for that goes forever.
Because I remember then when this whole thing was hot, people were trying to link that DNA to something that, very easy thing. Before 2 weeks, you have it and all. And at the end of the day, people were even linking it to the cause of death. Probably there could be a motive in there. So people were not patient. And when the court ruling, when the consent judgment came out that they've said they should go and do DNA, Papariano, if my memory serves me right, you remember that you outrightly said she's not
baby,
going to
your network, baby. I don't know what's happening. You don't get two network. Me, I used to, when one is lagging, I change. No, you are good prank, but Vigo is lagging heavily.
Okay, I think I can change my network. So, people were like, okay, after this we can know. Then that was why Mo died. That was why Mo died and all. So I reasoned that it could be the both parties were like, your own too. Now that you've agreed, you didn't agree before, but now that you've agreed, let us do it hastily. If we go through the court case, if we go through the court process, of course, we are looking at 6 months, 1 year, and that wouldn't sound well to the Nigerian public that are asking for this thing to be done. They are already thinking there is a motive around this. That's something two parties will come to they will come to an agreement and move on with it. So now that the whole thing again, I just don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist now. Papariano, the removal of that lawyer at that point, is it not to stall the process of that DNA? Because if you remember,
for me, there are so many things they are doing. They are just confused. The moment you see they start going underground. At the end of the day, you will just see that they will just begin to cost themselves, drag themselves. Baba will be fighting some. Just watch and see all those underground. It will end up on one person's interest, on who is smarter. But if what you're doing is always over the ground, on the ground, we are also everything. Nobody can cheat you. But when you go underground with criminals, you will always be cheated there. And when you realize it is too late, you now be apologizing. I am sorry, guys. I beg you with everything. I know I've offended you guys. You know, all these people, they know how to beg. I know when I say people beg, I know them. That's why in the beginning, I knock their coconut head. About bad, watch and see. Whether I like or not, one day you'll come and still beg again. You'll come and beg in public. Okay? Like, we are doing everything for the good of his family. But they are just seeing more into the financial aspect of things. Whenever he speaks financial, it costs people financial. That's where they are going. We are here focusing about strategies, method that you can use to achieve a result. That should be what matters. But on the other side, Wumi herself, she's doing everything, and I think it's becoming obvious to everybody that that child is not MOHBAD, allegedly. It's becoming very clear and obvious because her denial to cooperate, and she continued to use that baby as a shield all the time in a very serious and important case like this. That shows there's something about that baby. She keep bringing up that baby. We're talking about, about the death. You're talking about DNA all the time.
I know, you see, whenever I get my thoughts to that end, I hit a brick. Because another one was set in my mind, which is logical, that why would Aloba family now be protecting this lady? That, of course, might be a motive while our son died, might not be our son's child, or we should know who our son's property is going to. Why should you not shield that person? All those shenanigans around the lawyer's dismissal really opened my mind to some things that at this critical stage, even if the lawyer is coming in as a mediator, that you party, probably if you look at it, probably the lawyer advised them to get that consent judgment, because that was what he allegedly was trying to achieve amidst the family. But if you look at how it was already dismissed away from the case, then you might want to agree that why is this family shielding this girl in the question? Now look at it, look at the bigger picture. She now has the effrontery, I'll put that word rightly, that effrontery to come out. People are asking to do this, and she has said she's not going to do it. Now she's now out saying, you that has like 90% power before is the one not going through with the whole thing. And we know that it is because of the rancor between you and your lawyer. What caused the rancor between you and your lawyer? This same thing that, this family, you, this person. This whole thing is just being, I don't know if I'm making any sense though.
The question is, let's be realistic about it. The DNA issue should have been dragged to this extent. Do you agree?
I agree with you, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, this because by dragging it, that's actually cause a lot more kind of probably a lot more friction even within the public as well. So why would women should have find a way to have resolved this DNA before it was blown out of proportion? Call Baba MOHBAD, go together, two shorty from each side, let's go and get this thing done. Bingo. If she's confident, she should have been dragged up to this extent.
Zal. The thing, they are being selective.
They make people more suspicious about the whole thing.
They are selective of where to do it because they want to control the result. You get? That's why. Otherwise, and they are very 100% sure that wherever you do it in Nigeria,
what I'm saying that this issue shouldn't have been to court, right? To start with, the publicity stunt behind the labeling her that, hey, you're this, you that, it's not my grandchild, and all this stuff should have been, killed off. Even within 3 months after all this issue came out, too shorty from his side, like witnesses. Okay, you know what? Okay, 4 of us, let's go to this clinic and get it done. At least, then maybe, okay, if you're not happy with the result, then we know that, okay, at least you got it done in the first place. Are you getting my point?
Yeah. You know, the mistake, right, that I think existed on the side of women. They were trying to intimidate. They all people who have power. They always depend on their power. People who have intelligence, they always depend on their intelligence. So you understand? People who have power, they use power to intimidate you. I will do this. I'll do that. So if you fear them, you are doomed forever. You have to stand and challenge them and clear their doubt. So now the thing is this, right? It's like they were intimidating Joseph Aloba, thinking that when they say go bring court order, the man will just run away and he will not come back. All right. But what they don't know, I'm still surprised how those who are supporting women, when I say those supporting women, I'm talking about maybe some gangsters, some politicians, they are putting a lot in risk. They are risking a lot. Okay. Why it doesn't worth it? I don't know why they are doing it. I don't know what much interest they have that they are protecting. Because like you said, I also think that DNA should have been done even without the court. So if Wunmi and her gangs, they have calculated very well, and they know that they have so much power, they don't even need to be telling MOHBAD that go bring court order. All they need to do is that, okay, are you ready? If you are ready, we are ready. Okay, they know that they have influence everywhere, that it will still bring out what result. Then why were they dragging him to court? Because after all, now that they still go to court now, okay, and Baba still choose any center in Nigeria, they can still influence it. So you could have even influenced it without the court. Okay, go on.
Papariano,
but I think why they choose the court, they want something binding that will be established forever.
No, you know why they are telling him to go to court and bring court order? Because in their view, I listened to FMM. Is it FMM or MFM?
Please don't mention those anti-justice, please, when you speak on this platform.
Yeah, I listened to one of their platform, and it's like they know that they've already bought the court. They know that Baba MOHBAD will not get the order for the DNA to be done. But what any reasonable human being would have done is what you just said. If you have anything to hide, if there is nothing you are hiding from, if there is nothing you are running away from, why will even be dragged till this time because of paternity of a child, whereby you know very well, anytime you are granting interview, you say, my husband, thank you, my dear, my husband. So if you know truly that MOHBAD is your husband, and you know truly that Liam is MOHBAD's son, you shouldn't be dragged till this time. It's about you just calling two elders, your lawyer, and say, look, this boy is from MOHBAD. I am willing to do the DNA. We don't need the court. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you, Amatayo. We don't need a court. And it will be done. As simple as that. But because they think that they already have influence in the court, so they are going to frustrate Baba MOHBAD through the court, and it will look as if it is the court who is denying them from doing the DNA. Okay, look, somebody that in one hand she said Baba MOHBAD should bring court document or whatever, court order for her to do the DNA. On the other hand, again, when they are ready to serve Wunmi the court order, she's running away. The same person, Papariano, you are tired. The same person. The same person that said, go and bring court order, I will do DNA. Now, when the court order was ready, he's also running away from taking the court order. To the extent that they even want to place the court order in front of the house. She leave last. She did not come and appear that, oh, I saw the court order, I'm ready for the DNA. Look, Liam is not Mohbad's son.
Hold on a second, Mr. Vego. Yeah. You know, let's be very kind of objective in this position. You know, having said all that, right? What if she, when the DNA became a bit more intensive, right? And if she's thinking that, hey, if I do this and the result get manipulated, you know, how would that be to the public eye? So maybe that's why, I'm just saying, maybe that's why she wants a proper legal process to be established before doing the DNA. And eventually, this legal process has been established, but an unfortunate circumstances, an incident happened because the Babu legal team were not fully ready to go ahead with the legal process that was agreed between both parties. And
see, Richard, we even know whether all the legal process that we are seeing was even a setup, such that the lawyer will just say that, okay, whenever the DNA time is approached, I will intentionally cause problem, okay? And then they will want to remove me, then I will not want to leave, and then I will delay them.
Thank you.
Exactly. Then why are
this is where I'm looking at.
That is where I get that brick. That is where I hit the brick. Right? Yes, now. Because Papariano, you see, okay, go on, listening. I just want to.
You see, I can we not see it from this? In as much as we want to think that we may have some powerful people that are behind that, don't you also think that we may also see Baba as such? Don't you also see that we may feels powerless when it comes to, because if you look at this here, Baba has strong supporters. Baba have people who.
Oh, sorry. What do you think? Can you? I don't know. Your yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
better.
Yeah. I want us to also see this way. Even you see, in as much as we want to think that Wunmi have so much supporters, okay, that she have like powerful people behind her, do we also see this way that she feels the same way for Baba? Do we like
what right if she feels like that? Why? Let me say, for example, now she know 100% that her child is Mohbad child, and then the needful thing that she should have done all this while is to do DNA. Let's say she has done DNA, okay, like privately, and realizes that son belongs to Mohbad. Tell me what she should be scared about. Go on.
Well, I feel because if she now, because she also, you said when we say, oh, Wunmi own Lagos, any hospital will be manipulated and all of that, and the results will favor her. She might also be saying, okay, if she has done this DNA, just one, and is considered that it proves that child belongs to Mohbad, and Baba goes and do the DNA in 3 different places, and it comes to show that child is not Mohbad, what's going to happen? Can that counter our own?
No. If I am the mother of a child or the owner of a child, I know that this child belongs to my other partner, okay? I'll be very, very relaxed and comfortable. In fact, I will even call, there are so many human rights activists who are neutral, who won't even want to do it abroad. All right, she can even go on CNN and say that I am ready. Let me tell you something, right? Most people supporting Mohbad, they are not evil. You should know that. They will not support Mohbad to do evil.
I know, but
they will not support. She can't think like that. It's wrong. If she's right, she know that child belongs to Mohbad. She shouldn't be thinking like that. Okay, she should just say that.
Have you heard Mama Mohbad saying, I want to learn Baba, the people that are backing Josie, they are very strong and powerful.
That's a lie. That's what they're lying to. I don't mind. Does she know anything? Does she know anything?
Apparently, the definition of that are realistic. When you have some powerful individuals, right, trying to derail the course of justice, right, they are so afraid of public reprisal. Do you understand?
Okay.
Public power is behind Joseph Aloba.
Okay.
And it's a force, and it's a power that mean well, not power that can manipulate. You should know that.
Why is it not achieving? Why is that power not achieving the desire?
They are being frustrated by evil powers behind women.
They are so minimal now. These evil powers.
They are minimal, but they control. They have a lot of control.
Power.
Okay, why is the police? Let me say, Babangida has every citizen behind him, but police don't investigate. We citizens go and investigate. They will not protest now. They will only protest and ask authorities. So you who have authority, Babangida doesn't have strong politicians, strong police, all of them behind him. That's what he doesn't have.
And you see, and again, that's why I'm not going to support. You see, the way Baba is fighting some fractions of the public. It's not going to favor him at the end of the day, because you see, the only way if the police are not ready to give this guy justice, it's still the general public that will still force the hand of police in protesting and coming out. But you see, what Baba is doing now,
are now used to settle scores. Is that what we are posting here?
Can only investigate.
Our institutions are joining forces with other people to rake.
But sure, why did they do that?
Thank you, Brad.
Is that what we are posting?
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. That's what I was trying to say, that our institution has allowed itself to be bribed, which is wrong.
Exactly.
Nigeria.
That's what is happening, because listen.
In this case, didn't you hear when somebody came out boldly, said during the embalmment case, petition was written against the embalmment, those who embalm, okay, and some people went to give police wine so that the case can be botched.
You said it all. Honestly, jokes apart.
All these things are things. These things. I'm sorry, Richie.
Yeah.
All these things we are saying, here is something that, if we look at it truly, wine to give some set of people that there are a lot of set of people. Let me tell you something that
wine.
We understand.
We change this case.
No, Papa, I understand, but Papariano, let me tell you something. You see, the Nigerian institution, which is Nigerian police, consists of the Nigerian community. The whole Nigerian community cannot, and I repeat, cannot be loyal to one politician or one politician.
They can be loyal. They
share this power. Let me tell you
what they will do. Yeah, tell me what we should do. Go on. I want to listen to those things. Tell me what we should do.
No, this is my own.
Aside from protests, what will we do if one politician is trying to do everything?
Yes, thank you. You see, I feel where we are putting our arsenals to, where we are together throwing our things at, our efforts are the wrong place now. We have all agreed here that there is this institution that is frustrating the efforts of Baba Mohbad. Now let us now direct that arsenal collectively. Now the collective effort that some people have money, they are trying to carry Wunmi Malole. Ìròmí tó ń jó onílù ẹ̀ wà lábẹ́ omi fún. Ìròmí tó ń jó yẹn ọgbọ̀n kọ́ la fẹ́ mú. Torí tó nílò ẹ̀yìn òbá tí another máa tún lọ jó fún nílùú ìròmí mi àbí bá mi máa sọ. We should attack the root cause. This is my own opinion. Let us put that arsenal back to where this whole frustration is coming from.
Listen, I like the way you explain
collective
it,
voice on the internet. Nigerian police. Let us talk. Let us analyze them. Let us bring out the bad egg out of them that is actually frustrating justice.
How do you do that?
Exactly.
Papariano. How do we want to what is the process of Wunmi Malole? That is a strong effort.
Be practical. How do you do that?
Now, let me be practical with you. The effort people are putting onto Wunmi that can be put on the police is this. On this internet, on this black app, we convey every day. We talk, and most or every larger percentage of what we say is Wunmi must go like this. The legal things have been proceeded like this. This is what we want to do next. Now we draw that back to the police. Who investigated MOHBAD's case? Who is that person?
SP Mohammed.
Nigerian police, which is the PS. What are they called now?
IPO.
Police
Investigation.
I'm talking about the board that sees to the affairs of the police. I've forgotten their name. Now,
detectives. You mean detectives?
Investigate this police. No,
escort. You mean escort?
They have an overhead board that's
escort. Police escort. Police escort can investigate police.
Now,
okay, the best way forward,
whichever way.
If you ask me,
investigate this person.
is
Richie,
to set up a commission. The public should press on to set up a commission.
Richie, wait, let him learn. Go on.
I know, I understand. I want to buttress my point, but I just want to learn. I just want to give that opinion fully. Now, who is this person who approached this case in the first place? Did you go through forensic ways that you've been taught as the police? Bring this person to book, let them know what happened. From there we will start knowing the truth. That is the root cause. We will start understanding what went wrong, what
do we do practically? Practically, what do we do? Practically, what do we do?
How do we let us converge here every day and practically let us converge here every day and talk about it. Let us converge here every day and support any NGO. Listen, Papariano. Let me explain myself now. Now, involve any NGO that is ready to do this now. You hold on to the police for probably.
Can I ask a question?
Of this case from
the 3 seconds video. Police have not researched it. What do you do about that? Let's start with that first. The 3 seconds.
You guys are going a long time. Honestly speaking,
the same thing I just said. Let us use that same formula I said by attacking the police. Now,
how do you attack police?
This is Papariano. This is hold on, Papariano. There was a 3 seconds video that a minimal percentage of the public are still doubting. I'm a part of it. That this video, somebody has come out to debunk it. This video, the 3 people are saying it happened a long time ago. Is it the next thing to the case? How can we get justice from here? I think, I stand on the fence there. If anything comes out good, but I don't think so. I still have my reservations. That is a very fine thing to look into. What are we saying? Elobadra. Kiniko. Nigerian police.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Honestly, you're diverting now.
NGO went to meet CP, meet police. They said yes, they will do. Yeah, they didn't do. So all you are saying is that we should just gather here and be cursing them or do what? I don't understand.
Not cursing now, Papa. And have we been cursing? Have we been cursing on this?
So what do we do? I want to know what do we do?
Let's talk about the police, Papa.
But we have been talking about them now. There's no time we don't talk about them. We even do rally protests in UK, America, everywhere. We talk about them.
What do you think is the next thing if the institutions that are supposed to do justice to things are not doing it? What do you think? Do you think we should leave them be?
Richie, you're not patient. I swear, you're not patient.
No. Oh, I thought I was on mute. Sorry, I'm reading something. Not you. I was on mute.
Okay, I will say, or learn on the look.
No. I read something. Sorry, it's not about you guys at all. Sorry.
I would have said, God, Jackie Richie, sorry.
No, Papa. Okay, well.
What
I'm saying, though, got me content so. Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kẹ́kẹ́ lọ. Nigerian police, and let me lend my own voice at this point. Nigerian police, lè wà láwùjọ ká ní kí gbogbo rọ́bìṣì máa ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Ẹni tó tọ́pọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ tó tí kú ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yìí tí wọ́n á jẹ́ pé natural cause ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ jáde tán kẹsàn fún wa kẹ́dẹ̀ explain fún wa ní explanation tó yẹ pa máa move on.
Wait, what are you saying? What are you saying? You
I'm not talking to you, Papariano. I'm just
okay. No. Speak to them in English. They are Igbos. Some police in Yoruba, they are Igbos. They don't even understand.
Now, this is it. This is it. Nigerian police, Nigeria institution, which is the Nigerian police. We can't be in a society and behave like animals. We are not animals. You see, this thing is not as if anybody have the power to bring anybody to justice. Even if we think this person do so thing at the point, we will still come back to you people. So at this point, just come out playing. Let us know if this guy died of a natural cause. Explain to us in an explanation that will be logical enough for us to move on.
Bruh, good morning, bruh.
Oh God.
Bruh, good morning.
I'm talking. I'm giving my.
Probably you're rumbling too much.
Oh yeah, Richie, go on. Tell us what to do, Richie. What do we do?
You know,
Richie, please, Richie. I just want to say something to Pra.
But better wait now, because let Richie go, because Pra we have to answer you. You have to interact with Pra. Let Richie go, then you have to interact with Pra. You can interact with Pra.
Yeah, sorry for my heavy side. It's just I was reading something on the Daily Mirror UK, and coincidentally, it's about what I wanted to talk about. That's why it's the heavy side, right? You know, I'm using the UK situation as a use case for us. Not to demand from the police. If we, public, through the NGO or various NGOs, press the police forward that we want the police themselves to be investigated. Whenever MOHBAD case is on the table from the start to up till now, should be investigated. Now, how do you do that? There will be an independent police commission set up to investigate the police handling of this case. That's the beginning. And that can only come from public pressure. And how do we pressurize them? Through the NGOs.
What I was trying to remember.
No.
Police Service Commission.
Papariano said apart from protest.
Police Service Commission.
Yes. Apart from protest, I'm just thinking loud. Apart from protest, how do we achieve that?
It cannot work. We cannot achieve it without protest. That is the fact. It cannot be achieved without protest.
Apart from protest, I'm not saying protest is not.
That's what I'm saying. That apart from protest, like how do you want to do with that? So protest is needed. I'm just trying to tell you the other side that you still need protest to back it up. There's cases on their table.
Apart from protest, it's just like Richie said. Send petition to the House of Rep. Send it to Lagos State of whatever. How do they call them? Those bunch of idiots that can remove speaker and still restate speaker. The same speaker that they will say they don't have confidence in, and they will put in a lady speaker.
Have they reinstated Natasha?
Natasha, no, they have not. I'm talking of Lagos House of Rep now.
Oh, Obasa, I talking.
You know they remove the speaker.
No, just go on. Yeah, go on. You say what you were saying. Forget about that one.
So the only thing is, just like Richard is saying, should Baba MOHBAD lawyer, they will petition House of Rep in Lagos, petition House of Rep in Abuja, petition the Supreme Court, the relevant authority. But if Baba MOHBAD wants swift action, and Papariano, if you remember, I've said this before, and that was when Yinka Ade swiftly went to organize that protest she did in Abuja. Look, this thing, the Nigeria don't want to look unpopular. Every government don't want to look unpopular. The best thing for Baba MOHBAD to do is to buy a slot.
I don't want to even attach this to Baba MOHBAD. If you understand, we're talking about public. We're talking about public.
They have to be a leader. Just wait first. Let him learn his point. Okay. There have to be some kind of formality.
Look, the public cannot do this without the support of Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad is a major stakeholder in this movement. Me and you, we are just a person of interest in this movement. You understand? But we still need Baba Mohbad. We need Baba Mohbad in the sense that if Baba Mohbad, through that NGO account that they are refusing to give accountability, he can buy a slot on Arise TV, buy a slot on TVC, buy a slot on Channel News, and tell them
Mr.
that.
Vego, Mr. Vego,
Mr.
Hold
please. On now. Papariano, me, I want
Let
to
him
talk.
line his
If I'm
point.
not be
Go
allowed
on.
to talk, I beg.
Go on, let him line his point.
What I am saying, we all what we are contributing, it is part and parcel of the ingredient for justice for MOHBAD. What each of every one of us is saying is relevant. Only that we are saying it from different perspective. Do you understand? So let's tolerate each other and listen to each other. You understand? In Ghana, we said, so, in my own case, in my own view, what I think Baba Mohbad should do, Baba Mohbad should buy slots on Channel News, buy slots on Arise TV, buy slots on TVC, and tell them that I want the same time. So if Baba Mohbad is talking on Arise News at 7 o'clock news, the same Channel News should channel it at 7 o'clock. The same Arise News should channel it at 7 o'clock. So that everybody that tuning into that will be watching him talking. And what will Baba Mohbad be talking? This is what Baba Mohbad will be saying. With his lawyer beside him. With maybe one or two family members beside him. Look, we want to draw the public attention. We want to do this. We want to do clause A on so and so date. We want to do this on clause B on so and so date. We want to do C, clause C on so and so date. I don't want to put it out there because we have almost about 300 people listening to us. That was how I gave a brilliant presentation the other time before I see someone stole it and went to do this thing. So there is a way that Baba Mohbad can do these things, including all the international embassy.
Mr. Vigil, when Baba spoke on Berekete,
situated in Lagos,
Baba spoke on Berekete,
that they should come to his head. And in
Mr. Vigil, Baba spoke on Berekete.
I beg.
What happened when he spoke?
Who break it to help? Who break it to help? We are talking something serious.
Baba and Berekete, they went to CIG. What happened?
No, for
okay, go on.
Let's this legal issue. Let's